it's me, Miss Phil, and guess where I am? That's right, I'm at Nelson right now, but it's not as fun because you're not here. Sad, Miss Phil. But I wanted to come here to get a piece of equipment so that you could see the other kind of hockey game that I was talking about yesterday. If you remember from yesterday, we were talking about the game of ice hockey, where you could play on the ice, but you also didn't need to use ice. You could also play just on the street with your feet or even rollerblades. And remember that ice hockey was created in Canada in the 19th century, which was just in the 1800s. But today, we're learning about another kind of hockey. It's actually really popular in the rest of the world, and I'm going to tell you about it right now. The sport we're going to talk about today is field hockey. I don't know how many of you actually know what field hockey is or if you've ever heard of it, but it's a really, really popular game in the rest of the world. I don't know why it's not as popular in America, but maybe times are going to change that. Maybe you'll start playing it a little bit. Who knows? Fun fact, Ms. Phil wanted to play in high school, but I played football instead in the fall. Here are some cool things to know about the awesome sport of field hockey. It's played on grass mostly, but sometimes you can play it indoors too. You don't need anything special on your feet other than a pair of shoes or cleats, which are shoes that have little spikes on the bottom of them so they can dig into the grass so you get a better grip when you move and turn. Another cool thing about field hockey is that you play with 11 people on each side. It's very similar to soccer like that. So there's 11 people on each team. That means if there's two teams playing against each other, that's 22 people on the field all at the same time. Now in field hockey, they use a different kind of stick than the one that we are used to seeing for ice hockey. It actually has the same kind of what they call the shaft, which is the part that you hold onto, but the end looks different. This looks more like the letter J. Boop. Yeah, it's really short down here and rounded. Our hockey sticks yesterday, they come out a little bit longer and they have a bigger blade down here. But in field hockey, they use a short blade, and also, I don't know if you can see this, I'll get close. See how one side is flat and the other side is round? That's because they're only allowed to dribble the ball or control the ball using the flat side. This is the ball, by the way. It's about this big, and it's usually white or yellow or orange or something bright that they can see. Now, like I said, in field hockey, the players are trying to hold the stick down on the ground. I can't show you that right now because it would be too far away, but pretend that this is on the ground and they're using this flat part of the stick to dribble or push the ball so that it goes toward the other team's goal. Actually, let's see if I can show you. I have to use the flat part of the stick and turn my stick around when I dribble the ball for control. Did you know that a lot of people think that field hockey is just a girl sport? Well, it's not. It's actually more popular for guys to play in a lot of other places in the world, which is really cool. So it's a sport for everyone. Did you also know that field hockey was first played in the Summer Olympics in 1908? That's a long time ago. Some other things I should mention about field hockey is that they definitely need to have protective gear on. A lot of people choose to use mouth guards because the ball is really hard and sometimes it gets up in the air, and if it hits you, it's gonna hurt. So they try to protect their teeth with mouth guards, and they also have shin guards that they wear, just kind of like in soccer, so that they protect the lower part of their leg because that part's pretty bony, and if anything hits it, it's gonna hurt. Trust me, I know. Another thing that they do for safety is sometimes they are able to wear protective eyewear. And I don't mean glasses. I mean they have things that look like kind of little cages that go all the way around their eyes to protect them in case the ball comes up and hits them there. Because again, that ball is super hard and it's definitely gonna hurt. So if a player wants to wear eyewear, they can. All right, guys, Miss Phil's got to go do other things, but I hope that you learned a little bit about field hockey and maybe you even got a little interested in what it is and how to play it. Because maybe when all this Corona stuff is over, this could be something that you can enjoy. And hopefully next year when we come back to school, I can teach you guys how to do this too, because it really is a really cool sport. So until then, I hope that you guys are being awesome, staying safe, enjoying the weather because it's so nice outside today, and I'll see you tomorrow for another lesson in hockey. Later, Gators. That didn't work out. I went too far.